What's going on, YouTube? JT's Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. Now, I'm sure you've seen all the abundance of videos that I've uploaded over the past day or so. This is it. Finally, after this issue, I'm officially caught up in time for the final Teen Titans issue number 47 that's supposed to come out. But anyways, this is the beginning of the Glass run officially. I never actually reviewed this issue, so this is kind of the final thing, and we're literally going all the way back full circle. So I went through, I talked about the entire Percy run, I talked about all the crossovers, I talked about Justice League No Justice, which this was from the events of. So now I should be all freaking set. All that's left to do, talk about this issue, where it all went wrong. So, okay, so I guess a little background if you're just kind of watching this video. So, with Teen Titans, after Justice League No Justice, we're just led to believe that the previous team of Teen Titans just, they all broke up. No explanation, no real reasoning behind it. It just was a forcibly done change just so a new writer could come in and just kind of do their own thing. And I understand writers coming in doing their own thing, but if you're a new writer coming in, you should respect, try to respect some of the things that other writers had done, unless it was something absolutely terrible, like which case you really need to try and fix the mess that's been done. But this is just coming in here and just breaking and destroying everything. Like the previous issue with Beast Boy, he was just like, we're all friends, we're going to stick through this kind of to the end, basically. Oh, no, that team's gone. That team broke up. You don't know? Oh, you wanted to see it happen? Oh, no, you actually don't get to see it happen. Not once, no mentioning of it, absolutely nothing. We followed that team for okay, we had the 19 issues there, plus you had all the other additional crossover things, plus they were still kind of a team at the beginning of Justice League No Justice, and none of them are friends anymore. Wallace isn't friends with Beast Boy. I mean, he was friends with him in the Deathstroke Defiance books, and he was friends with him beforehand, but I guess not. I mean, Starfire went off and did the Justice League Odyssey, I understand that, but Raven, Aqualad, where the fuck are they? Oh yeah, Raven went to join the Titans, and Aqualad just disappeared altogether. I mean, he was one of the last members to join Damian's team, but he's not there. And plus, if Damian's going to be recruiting a new team, why isn't he recruiting Maya Ducard? Again, lots of disappointments. The only thing that excited me was looking at this special. I'm just like, oh, Red Arrow's going to be joining the Teen Titans. I really like the stuff that she was with in the Percy run. So now we're going to be going to a new writer. Again, I'm putting her in a time. I have to go back and put in perspective when this came out. I actually was excited to read this issue. This is the thing I was most looking forward to. I'm like, okay, let's see what this new direction is. I'm like, I'm kind of bummed the other team's not there, but what I got was not what I wanted. So we're right here. We're at the beginning of the Glass run, and this is where things really started to go wrong. And by the end of the first issue, I was pretty pissed off. In fact, I was livid. I wanted to throw my phone in a fit of rage because this run completely ignores years of character development, and it completely just disregards so many things. And just to set up a certain storyline, just to tell about Justice, and we'll get to it in a second. So anyways, let's go ahead and summarize this issue because this is the beginning of it. So as you can see, this is the first thing is done from Damian's point of view, and he's just like, yeah, you've heard the story once before, and Damian's kind of just there. He's kind of frustrated about things going on in Gotham. He decides to go to a Arabic restaurant named Tabushi's. I don't know how to pronounce it. So there you go. Damian's there, and he is eating something known as ox blood soup. Is that what it's called? Yes, ox blood soup. Again, this run completely ignores the fact that Damian is supposed to be a vegetarian and that has beef in it, but I guess not. So I guess he forgot about that too. Again, because that was kind of a big deal. He's like, from this day forth, I'm a vegetarian, but I guess not. I guess he's not anymore. But anyways, so we see all these people come on and attack this family. He puts on his Robin suit and he starts to take them down. And then an accident happens and the father dies. And this breaks Damian. Again, he's seen people die before, but he decides, he's like, a Black Mask was supposed to be in prison. So he decides to go after Black Mask. And he heads to his little headquarters here. And again, some things so far I was like, okay, we're getting some red flags here. Something doesn't seem right. And then we come to find Damian's just like, oh, don't worry. I took care of your goons. Are they dead? I don't know if they're dead or if they're beaten within an inch of their life. And this is the thing that first set me off. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? This doesn't seem right. And then Black Mask went to reach for his gun. Damian grabs the gun. That's right, Damian Wayne, a character whose entire story arc was kind of overcoming that whole villainous upbringing, is fully ready, and then boom, that's it. He killed him. I mean, he doesn't technically kill him. He's shown to be alive. But this right here, after that, I was so infuriated and pissed off because I'm like, immediately, this was a red flag from the get-go. First of all, again, if this thing... if they're setting up Damien having like his, because Damien is a mixed race kid. Like he still has like his mother is Arabic and Chinese, so like they're kind of tapping into a bit of his more Middle Eastern background. And again, they're emphasizing that here, but then later on in this fucking run, they literally have him strap a bomb to his chest like a suicide bomber, and it's like, Jesus Christ, what are you doing? That is no. That's a big no. That sets a really bad taste, and everyone who's like seen that panel just immediately goes, ooh, that is not a good look for you. I mean, a lot of these, like, I remember seeing that panel and just like, holy shit, that's just really bad. But this here, it's just like, first of all, you're ignoring the fact that he's supposed to be a vegetarian, which was a big deal, but I guess not anymore. Again, this run just completely ignores so much of Damien just to once again break his character down some more, because the whole fucking Percy run brought him down and was supposed to bring him back up, and then we kind of followed through that and like, okay, we're at a good standing now. But once again, a new writer comes in, they got to reset shit once again, and it pisses me off. I did not like this. The fact that he pulled out a gun and I guess killed these guys, I don't know if he did, because later on the run they emphasize like, oh, is it okay to cross the line? So I'm going to assume that they survived but got beaten up pretty badly. I don't know if they're dead or not. It's kind of tough to tell. I don't know if they really ever confirmed that or not. But again, if that's the case, Damien crossing the line again should have been a big deal. But like, this brushes it off like it's nothing. It's like, oh, one family got hurt, so now I'm just going to cross the line and kill a bunch of people again. Fuck you. Like, this is somebody who does not understand the character at all, and this is such a bad, distasteful change. And again, there's been really like, it doesn't feel organic at all. It feels completely forced just to go in this really dark edgelord direction. The fucking prison plot, which is bad. I was trying to give things a chance back then, but I'm not doing it anymore now that I know like the end of the journey. It fucked it up. It completely fucked things up, and it's just been a disaster ever since. So that's the first story arc. Then we get to the second part, which is Emiko Queen and her mother, Shadow, right? Yeah, was that her mom? Was it Shadow? Yeah. So anyways, so Emiko's here. She is with her mom, and as you know, like, if you've read Green Arrow Rebirth, you remember that Shadow does love her daughter. She loves her daughter, right? And the last thing she was doing, she was trying to avenge like her daughter getting hurt, and she actually cared for her. That's the last time we saw her in Green Arrow Rebirth under Percy's lineage. But Emiko tried to stop her because she was still an assassin going out and doing things. She goes in there. She finds out her mother's done some bad things. She goes to talk to her mom. Mind you, this is the mom who was caring for her and trying to like avenge like what was happening to her. Her mom cuts her and attempts and leaves Emiko basically to die, saying, oh, you're weak and all this. So Shadow's character is being assassinated here too. And this is not good. This is really bad. This is really shady. And this irritated me too. I'm like, no, wait a minute. In Green Arrow Rebirth, it showed that she was caring for her daughter. It showed that she, like, there's still some differences, but she still wanted to help her daughter. She wouldn't want to kill her because, that's one of her greatest strengths. She loves her daughter. But this is awful. This is just villainizing the mom. They're basically assassinating her character like they did with Talia al Ghul. And just to kind of go in this really needlessly edgy direction, Emiko kind of like electrocutes herself just to keep herself from dying because her mom tried to kill her, which does not make any sense whatsoever. And yeah, that was it for her story. The last thing she saw was her mom ended up killing somebody who Emiko thought was like, didn't really deserve it. Like, it was kind of an innocent person. So yes, again, needlessly, like, completely disregarding previous arcs, previous written stuff. That's two things in a row like that Percy worked on that this creative team completely fucked over. And then we have Kid Flash, who's off kind of doing his thing, taking it easy. He's supposed to be like the big moral conscience, I guess, of the team, but really didn't have much of a role in the book, and it's unfortunate. So he's off doing his thing. He sees some stuff. He comes across the Suicide Squad. He tries to apprehend somebody. He's like, okay, they deserve a free, they deserve a fair trial, per se. And he's like, I'm going to bring this person to justice. And then Wally West shows up, and he gets something from Amanda Waller's like, okay, they're going to take things over. And then we come to find out later on the issue, he's like, wait a minute, no, this person deserves a fair trial. I was like, but Wally's just like, yeah, well, the Suicide Squad and all that stuff, yada, yada, yada. It's like, there's a gray area for things. You're supposed to be a hero, Wally. What the hell are you talking about? You don't want to give in to the Suicide Squad. Batman wouldn't give in. And Wallace is noticeably ticked off. So he's like, okay, I'll put a tracker on Harley. And then come to find out that the person was murdered. Does he ever go to talk to Wally about it? Like, and say, hey, look, they just killed this person. You're a fucking idiot for doing that. So he's noticeably ticked off and angry. And then we get the epilogue, and Damien's just like, starting over is never easy, but it's necessary survival. It's not about getting another chance. It's what you do with it. And I see a way to do this whole hero thing better than my parents, but I can't do it alone. And then we get teases of Jin, Crush, Roundhouse before the new generation of things picks up in Teen Titans issue number 20, which was the very first comic book review of the DC comic stuff that I did on my channel, which you can go ahead and scroll all the way up into like my playlist and go ahead and take a look at that, and you can kind of see how much nicer I was back then talking about these things. I think I might just go ahead and reread the run leading up to issue 47 just to kind of like for completion purposes. I've gone back and reread this run and did up to this point, and I've talked about it. I think I might just go ahead and do that just for the sake of the final issue that's coming out, just to see if like any plot points get brought up again or if I notice any more inconsistencies. But yeah, so this was the issue where things really went wrong. And yeah, I was really pissed off after I first saw this thing because I was really excited to check it out. And then just seeing what they did to Damien's character, what they did with Shadow, Wallace wasn't too bad, but they just made Wally look like an idiot. Of course, because Wally West just has to look bad and everything, apparently. Like, I can understand that one. Emiko's thing, what they did to her mom, they basically just made her the cold-hearted assassin mother who doesn't care about her daughter, which isn't true and completely goes against Green Arrow Rebirth. But, yeah, I didn't like that at all. Again, this run completely just disregarded things that Percy worked really hard on, like in Green Arrow and Teen Titans. And I don't like that. I really don't like what they did with this thing. I felt like this was put in the hands of people who don't understand the characters. They don't understand the characters. I don't think Glass understands these characters. And yeah, I don't think so. I mean, nothing against the writer personally, but I don't think they did a good job with it. I think they did so much damage, and we lost some really good stuff because of it. And you know what? I got to call it out when I see it. I think this run is bad. It just got worse and worse. I gave it a chance early on. There are some things I liked, some things I disliked. I was more nuanced in the beginning, trying to give things a chance, let it breathe. But by the end of it, I'm just like, this is awful. Like, this is not good. This is just a slap in the face to a lot of these characters. And it's just so weird, like, kind of going back to where it started, and I'm just trying to see, like, it's been 2 years since this run began, mind you, and I'm trying to see how far things have changed and if they've changed for the better. But really, all things considered, we haven't really changed much from this issue. That's still, like, in fact, things have gotten worse, per se. Like, these characters, like, they just regressed them so poorly just to get to a point where, like, they just completely destroyed Damien's entire character. Emiko's worse. Really, she's worse off than when she started. Wallace is just kind of there anymore. And then the new characters, yeah, like, they do whatever. But yeah, so here we are. That was Teen Titans Special number 1. I did not like this issue. I feel like it just ignored so much of the stuff that came before it, just to kind of tell its own story. It didn't feel like the characters being written properly. And again, Damien kind of crossing the line again, right there, firing the gun. That should be a big moment. That should be built up to it. Like, again, him, like, overcoming those killer instincts and, you know, ultimately choosing to do good overcoming that is a really big part of his character. And this right here, like when I first read this, I'm like, you completely fucked it over. You completely disregarded everything just to tell your little edgelord storyline. You didn't respect the characters, and it's bad. It just was bad. And again, other things that play a factor in later on in the run, especially from what they kind of showcased in this issue, like for instance, when he went to that restaurant, and of course they're, touching on his Middle Eastern background, and then later on, they have him in a suicide bomber vest, which is not a good look. That is a very bad look. I don't know how that got past the editorial and the writing. It just feels in really poor taste, like really bad taste. I would have been like, that's not good. But yeah, so that's Teen Titans Special number 1. It's crazy going back and looking at it and just seeing how little we've really progressed beyond this point. Like, I would be hoping that by the final issue of this new team, like, we'd be in a better place. But really, all things considered, we're not. We're worse off than, like, before this run started. And that is really unfortunate. So, yeah, there you go. That's it. I'm all caught up now. I recorded 24 videos this week, and I'm just ready to keel over and pass out. But I got to keep pushing. Got to do some more stuff. I can get it done. But anyways, what are your thoughts on this special? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Did you just decide to drop the book altogether? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Be sure to come back next time. I think on Tuesday is when the new Detective Comics is supposed to come out. So I'll definitely try to talk about that when it releases, because that should be fun, right? So anyways, that's all I got to say. I've done plenty of comic book reviews. I'm going to take a quick breather right now. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.